of an assembly session, the budget session of Manipur Assembly that begins tomorrow, where the Congress party was bringing a no confidence motion. But then it's not because of that N. Biren Singh has resigned. It's likely that there was a rebellion within against his leadership and a breaking point came in. We're going to focus on all that and more. Let's begin with the headlines. After months of unrest and violence in Manipur, Chief Minister N. Biren Singh tenders resignation ahead of a no-trust motion call. Big admission by Punjab Congress Party claims 30 UP MLAs in touch with their top leadership after the Delhi debacle. Elections done, results out, no announcement yet on Chief Minister's face. BJP to hold formal meeting to discuss the probables. The biggest crackdown against red terror, 31 Maoists neutralized in an encounter in Chhattisgarh's Bijapur district. 2 Jawans also martyred. Kolkata observes silent protest march in remembrance of Arjikar victim Abaya. Parents say justice still awaited. All right, friends, let's begin with this latest coming in from Manipur, where Chief Minister N. Biren Singh resigned a while back to quell dissidents in the state unit of the party, and that was, of course, against his leadership. The government faced the possibility of a Congress's no-confidence motion and a consequent floor test. The Chief Minister has handed his resignation to the Governor A.K. Bhalla this evening. And while the BJP has the numbers, despite the withdrawal of support by ally Conrad Sangma's National People's Party, there was a possibility that MLAs who sought a change in leadership, particularly from the Kuki community, even if with the BJP, would have disregarded a party whip in case of a floor test. To avert that possibility, the Chief Minister stepped down after conferring with the central leadership, for which he was in New Delhi, and I'm told Aniruddha joins us live on the story. And Aniruddha, please tell us the latest fast-paced developments taking place in Manipur, in Imphal, and you have kept a close track of the state for the last couple of years that it has seen the civil strife. After the resignation, what's up insofar as the BJP's next move is concerned? Is the assembly going to be put in suspended animation? Is the assembly going to be dissolved and president's rule put in, or a new chief minister found by the time that the assembly meets tomorrow?
Yes, Abhishek, we are being told by the sources in the top BJP leadership within the state and also from the governor's residence that there is no question of dissolving the assembly, and that the assembly has been already went into suspended animation as soon as the chief minister has stepped down. And now the BJP top leadership is still at the residence of at the chief minister's residence in Imphal. They are having a deliberation over the next course of action, and central leader and BJP's Manipur and Northeast in charge, Samit Patra, is already there in Imphal. He accompanied the Chief Minister and Biren Singh, outgoing Chief Minister and Biren Singh, from Delhi after they met with Union Home Minister Amit Shah, and we are being told that by tomorrow the BJP legislators, all the BJP legislators have been summoned to Imphal, and they will be
Okay.
deliberating upon the next phase, who will be leading the state of Manipur at
Okay,
this
hold
juncture.
on to your thoughts. Hold on to your thoughts, Anirudh, and stay with us. We are told I'm joined in by Joy Kumar Singh. He's the former Deputy Chief Minister of Manipur. He was the Deputy Chief Minister from 2017 to 2022, and he belongs to Conrad Sangma's National People's Party. And very good evening to you, Mr. Singh. And this is what ultimately your party wanted, and this has happened. Is this going to satisfy you, and the NPP going to come back and vote along with the BJP if no confidence motion comes? If a vote happens, like, is the NPP going to come back to the NDA?
Good evening to you. As you know, our initial, one of the main reasons for our withdrawal was a change of guard, particularly Mr. Biren Singh. Now that he has resigned, we'll most likely be reviewing our earlier position and take a fresh look on the issue of now giving support to the next BJP-led government. That is, I think, it all will depend on who is going to be there. Particularly, we are concerned, about the state of affairs in the state. We want somebody who can handle the situation. If it is not going to be that, then I think that we would rather prefer PR, under which I think things can probably be taken in a better manner.
Okay, and is this satisfactory that N. Biren Singh has finally resigned? You think that this is a satisfactory condition for the NPP to come back to NEDA and to NDA and to support the BJP government in Imphal?
Well, I mean, it is an opening. I mean, I'm yet to discuss with Mr. Conrad. Conrad. After discussing with Mr. Conrad, we will take a decision. Most likely, we may consider supporting the BJP government again. But as I said, maybe PR may be preferable because things are not that good. The law and order and so many other things are there. And we really have to see, is there somebody who are capable, who can really take hard decision and bring the state under normalcy.
Okay, and Mr. Singh, since Manipur has suffered a lot, you think this change of guard and a new chief minister from within the BJP is going to assuage your concerns and the concerns of the larger mass of citizenry, and that this is going to bring peace in Manipur?
Well, it is an opening, as I said. One is yet to, I mean, I can't, as of yet, I can't comment. I mean, who is going to be the next man in? I mean, it will all depend on that. But as I said, it must be somebody who can take hard decisions, who are positive and more committed towards peace and the normalcy. That is the condition that we would like. So, I mean, it will be a bit too premature to make any comment unless and until one knows who is going to be the next man in.
Okay, and my final question before I let you go, Mr. Singh, you think that president's rule is not needed anymore and that the government can continue with a changed leadership?
Well, if I be frankly speaking, if you are asking me my frank opinion, I think PR would be preferable. That's what I've said, because I think that is what most of the people in Manipur are wanting, because things are really bad. I mean, though people may be saying that normalcy has come, as Mr. Biren was claiming, but it is not so. Inside there are lots of problems, and it has been almost 2 years, I mean, since May, and things are, people are suffering. That is the thing. Let us see, as I said, it all depends. We'll take a firm decision after watching who is going to be in or the PR will be there. I think most of the people in the state would probably prefer PR.
Okay, thank you so much. Most of the people, you say, would still prefer a president's rule in Manipur. Thank you so much. Joy Kumar Singh, former Deputy Chief Minister of Manipur and a leader of the NPP of Conrad Sangma. And he said two things. One, that the NPP, in the light of this development, can review its position on the BJP alliance in the state and can come back to the NEDA or the NDA government in Imphal. under a changed leader. And two, he said that if you ask his personal opinion, that then he would still prefer president's rule, a round of president's rule in Manipur to bring peace and calm back to the state, a trouble-torn state. On that note, I'm joined in by Savio Rodriguez. He's a senior journalist. He has been part of the BJP, and he's someone who has a deep interest in Manipur, has traveled extensively to the state during its strife in the last 2 years. Savio, how do you see this development? And Biren Singh resigns. You think that many people actually, even within the BJP, wanted it, and finally it has happened that this might open a window, as Ajay Kumar Singh said, of peace finally coming to the state?
You know, Abhishek, I think the most important thing that the people of Manipur are looking at, and people in Delhi as well are looking at, is a manner of which peace can be achieved in Manipur, and the violence in Manipur needs to stop. So I think at this point of time, a collective decision has been taken by both Biren Singh and people at the center that if at all there is a need for me to step aside in order to ensure that peace is brought into Manipur, and many people within the political spectrum and the civil society spectrum felt that maybe a change or a replacement of face and somebody who is capable of talking to both the Kuki and the Maiti community would be able to bring forth some level of peace is what I believe the center and people concerned about Manipur are working towards. But whether they will have a replacement as a chief minister or not at this point of time, there are talks going on. People are huddled in Manipur at this point of time, and there are conversations going on. But I think what the center wants to do primarily, and from what I know, is that they want at no cost that peace to be not achieved in Manipur. So if that peace it can be achieved by putting in a chief minister that is able to bring both communities on the table, I think they will take that step in the next couple of days. If not, I think they will opt for a president's rule, because for at least 6 months to deal with the conflict in Manipur. Now, you must understand that the conflict in Manipur got accentuated by transnational terrorists who were working in the narcotics business from Myanmar and in the northeast. It further got accentuated by these militant groups or terrorist groups, as I call them, who used the opportunity to further create a divide between the Maitis and the Kukis. And because of a delay in dealing with it, you had foreign interference where you have the Kukis wanting a separate nation, looking at a separate state. You know, there's a lot of confusion in whatever the intents are from both sides. What Manipur requires is a strong hand that ensures hope, but as well as fear to the miscreants and hope to the people. And I believe Prime Minister Narendra Modi has understood this and is working along with the team, of the NSA and the Home Office.
Savio, stay with us. I'll come back to you for one more question, but I'm going back to Aniruddha to understand what really happens tomorrow. Aniruddha, the assembly was to meet for the budget session tomorrow. The Congress said they would move a no-confidence motion, but now N. Biren Singh has resigned. What happens next insofar as the assembly session is concerned? Are we hearing about any move on that front? Has the governor asked for the assembly session to be postponed, cancelled, or assembly to be put in suspended animation? What is the next move coming in from Imphal?
Well, Abhishek, with the Chief Minister's resignation, the Assembly has automatically went into suspended animation, as there is no leader of the House at this point. So there is no question on whether the Assembly session will be going to take place tomorrow or not. We are getting to know that the Assembly will be not called tomorrow. The Governor will be issuing a notification in this regard. And only after the leader is selected, then as the next chief minister, then the assembly will be called, and in all likelihood, the BJP central leadership is not going for a PR status in the state of Manipur, because that will again put a lot of pressure on the center, because PR was the demand of the Kuki organization, Kuki civil society organizations, or the Kuki militant pressure groups which are in talks with the center. So if center goes in with the demand of the PR that was made by the Kuki civil society organization, and in fact the militant organization who are in talks with the center, then that decision will backfire, possibly backfire in the valley, because the valley west civil society organization don't want a PR status in the state of Manipur. And in fact the Congress party, Chief Minister Okram Ibopi Singh spoke with us last month, and during that also in his suggestion he in fact suggested that the Chief Minister should be changed. The leaders say there should be a change of guard, but the Congress party itself is not in favor of a PR in the state of Manipur, because according to if we go by the pulse of the people of Manipur, they are never in favor of president's rule in the state. So BJP central leadership in all likelihood is not going to cave into the demand of the president's rule in the state, and instead they will be selecting a new face who is acceptable to
Right, Anirudh.
the communities in the state and also the people.
Okay, Anirudh, thank you so much with those details. In fact, I'm coming back at 9:30 p.m. to understand more of the nuances of the Manipur developments. Remember, there is always a national security element when we discuss Manipur, and this was in the coming for a while, resignation of N. Biren Singh, and hopefully now peace and calm would come back to not just the valley, but rest of the state also. Moving on, we have another major development coming in, and that's Punjab leader of opposition and Congress chief Pratap Singh Bajwa. He's joining us over the phone, and he has his thoughts on what are going to be the consequences of the massive defeat of the Aam Aadmi Party on Punjab politics. Remember, apart from Delhi, that is one state where the AAP is in power with Bhagwant Singh Mann as the chief minister. And now with the developments of Delhi with the Aam Aadmi Party, not just the party, but it's effectively its entire top leadership, including convener Arvind Kejriwal and his deputy Manish Sisodia losing the elections. What are going to be the consequences insofar as the Punjab government is concerned? I'm told Mr. Bajwa is with us over the phone. Very good evening to you, Mr. Bajwa. Thanks for joining. And we have been seeing some reports about your thoughts on the consequences of AAP's loss in Delhi on Punjab. Are you suspecting that the government of Bhagwant Mann might break away from the main party in Delhi and go on their own?
See, there is this speculation. See, there are a couple of things which have added on to what is going on today. And these are my views also. Since the time the Delhi former chief minister and the national convener of the AAP, Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, went into jail in that liquor scam. So since that time, Bhagwant Mann, the CM of Punjab, had become a bit independent. He added wings at that time because primarily before that, the whole of the government of Punjab was being controlled by either Mr. Kejriwal or Mr. Kejriwal's men. They had a tight leash over the administration of Punjab. So once he went in, Bhagwant got a bit independent. So what had happened, the AAP leadership, the national leadership of the AAP already felt that Bhagwant at that time, when Arvind Kejriwal was in jail, also I have been told was in touch with the Ministry of Home Affairs through Ravneet Singh Bittu, who is a union minister now, who left the Congress and joined the BJP and is now a Minister of State in the union government.
Yes.
So the AAP government had already planned that once we win the elections in Delhi,
Yeah.
They will ease ban out. This was known not only to me. This is public information in whole of Punjab. It is known to all the MLAs. It's known to all of the bureaucracy of Punjab and even to the opposition. We were sure he would be replaced once Kejriwal wins.
Right.
But what I feel is, just a couple of days earlier to Delhi elections, Mr. Kejriwal and his team must have got service done, and he came to this, you could say, he could understand the situation in Delhi was, that ground was slipping from under his feet.
True.
So he asked his AAP state unit president, Aman Arora, who is the minister in Punjab, and he gave a statement just a day before the Delhi elections.
Yeah.
That why can't a Hindu also be a chief minister of a Sikh state like Punjab?
He made that
What stops
statement?
a Hindu become? Why a Hindu cannot be elected as chief minister of Punjab? So that was this whole thing has come after Mr. Aman Arora's statement to one of the leading papers of Punjab, because that has shown that one, there's already a by-election in Ludhiana.
Yes.
There's a seat vacant because one of the
Yes.
AAP MLAs committed suicide. The seat is vacant, and it is predominantly urban.
Mr. Bajwa,
And
Mr. Bajwa, you
and
think
Mr.
Bhagwant Mann is going to take this line down? Sorry, I'm interjecting, but this is a curiosity that if all this is done by Arvind Kejriwal, who has lost a lot of political capital with his loss, can he really manage to impose himself on Bhagwant Singh Mann and the AAP unit, Punjab unit of the Aam Aadmi Party like this?
See, I feel, Mr. Kapoor, I feel that had they taken this decision earlier to Delhi results,
Yeah.
this is one faux pas that they have committed. Had they taken this decision before, they were not even they would have, even a whisper would have been heard. Because Bhagwant does not have much support in the legislative wing. Most of the MLAs stand by Mr. Kejriwal.
Okay.
But after what has happened in Delhi, what has happened now is that most of the MLAs of the AAP also feel their political future is completely uncertain.
Right.
So now they have started looking for greener pastures.
Is Congress
Lot of
Party one of
people
those
have
greener
started to get in
pastures?
touch
Because
with us.
I am told that many of those MLAs, in fact, about 24 MLAs are those who were not given ticket by the Congress Party. They are originally congressmen. Are they in touch with you, for example?
See, they have been in touch for long with me. Because everybody knows that this party, the AAP ticket is just a one-way ticket to the moon. There is no return ticket. Everybody wants to continue with the business that they are already in.
Right.
MLAs want to remain MLAs. They
Right.
want to be a part of the political system.
Right.
So they know the number one party in Punjab which has a future is the Congress. Number two, then there are other alternatives like Akali Dal and BJP and others also. So that's what I said. Lot of those people who are originally congressmen
Yeah.
have been in touch with me for long.
Yeah.
They are not going to jump at the present moment because jumping doesn't make a difference. Neither are we at the present moment want this kind of a thing in Punjab.
All right.
But I feel the BJP, after they have won these Delhi elections, they may try some kind of experiment, the same kind of experiment that they tried with the Shiv Sena in Maharashtra.
Yeah.
They may try it there also.
But then you are saying MLAs are in touch with you, but the BJP might try. But the only thing that you are not saying, Mr. Bajwa, is that maybe Bhagwant Mann can rebel against Arvind Kejriwal.
Yeah,
and that's
what
a
exactly
curiosity.
That's exactly I told you. He's already in touch. If Kejriwal today, if they try to replace him, definitely he will then jump the ship.
All right. Thank you so much. Very interesting developments likely in Punjab politics also. Pratap Singh Bajwa, leader of opposition there, also head of the Congress Party, giving us a lowdown on what are the possibilities. On that note, thank you so much, friends, for joining us on this edition of This is Exclusive Shot. Break News is back on the other side. And join me at 9 p.m. as we discuss the Punjab possibilities for AAP, and at 9:30 p.m. what has happened in Manipur.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 not-for-profit private university for 11th year. with top 10 ranked institutions in management, engineering, biotech, law, mass comm, telecom, hospitality, fashion and more. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
I've always believed कि सिर्फ दिल वालों की दिल्ली नहीं, दिमाग वालों की भी दिल्ली है. I believe Delhi walas are not just dil walas but also dimag walas, and I do certainly see hope of future that the AAP might just reverse this, because now we see only early trends. There is a possibility, and if that happens, Arvind Kejriwal will be one of the tallest leaders of politics in India to watch out for in the near future to come. And undoubtedly, Aam Aadmi Party will be a formidable force to reckon with in terms of being a political startup in the last 10 years, getting Delhi thrice. And of course, Punjab is already in their kitty. And it is certainly bound to be a growing, strong national party. Well, if Arvind Kejriwal ji loses this elections, definitely it's going to be a setback, because we saw him open the innings back in 2013. 2015, the Aam Aadmi Party, Arvind Kejriwal ji got 67 of 70 seats. 2020, we saw them getting 62 seats on 70. And if this time, if they lose, I would say it is definitely going to be challenging for the party to bounce back. But nevertheless, I do see hopeful that they will win, they will come through. And if they lose, जैसे एक शेर मैं अर्ज करना चाहूंगा, गिरते हैं शहसवार मैदान जंग में, वो तिफल क्या गिरे जो घुटनों के बल चले. It's only the mightiest warriors who tend to face defeat certain times in war or battlefields, and not those who just make very minuscule excuses. So I feel Arvind Kejriwal and the Aam Aadmi Party is a young political startup of our nation, and they have a bright future, and I hope they bounce back in case they lose. Well, it is going to be a big boost to the BJP. As a matter of fact, for Bharatiya Janata Party, it's going to be a shot in the arm, because Modi ji residing most of his time in Delhi, and the state not belonging to him or the Bharatiya Janata Party, which has been 3 times in power in our beautiful nation. This is definitely going to be power packed for the BJP if they get to win. And yes, a victory like no other for Bharatiya Janata Party, because we've seen 2015 elections, 2020 elections, and this elections, they've worked very hard on the ground, and that is a fact of the matter. They have the appetite, they are hungry to win. So this will be a big boost for the Bharatiya Janata Party, which I definitely see. But as the saying goes, Rocky Balboa once said, it ain't over till it's over.
After months of unrest and violence in Manipur, Chief Minister N. Biren Singh tenders resignation ahead of motion of trust call. Delhi is buzzing with political activities, back-to-back meetings being held by AAP and BJP in the national capital. Elections done, results out. No announcement yet on chief ministerial face. BJP to hold formal meeting to discuss probables. It's the biggest crackdown against Red Terror. 31 Maoists neutralized in an encounter in Chhattisgarh's Bijapur district. 2 Jawans killed in action. Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh resigned today, 2 years after ethnic violence broke out in the state. To quell dissidents in the state, BJP against his leadership as his government faces the possibility of a Congress no confidence motion and floor test. The Chief Minister handed his resignation to the Governor this evening, accompanied by BJP's Northeast and Manipur Chief Sambit Patra. Also being joined by my colleague Aniruddha live on the broadcast to get us more updates on the recent resignation. Aniruddha, big developments for Manipur back-to-back. Chief Minister N. Biren Singh has resigned. Tell us more about this.
Yes, amidst speculation of a floor test which was likely to take place tomorrow in the assembly, if the assembly session would have commenced, the budget session of the Manipur Legislative Assembly would have commenced. Chief Minister N. Biren Singh met with Union Home Minister early morning today in New Delhi, and thereafter he directly flew to Imphal along with BJP's Manipur and Northeast in charge, Sambit Patra, and evening around 6:15 he went to meet Governor Ajay Bhalla, and Chief Minister N. Biren Singh has tendered his resignation. There was a growing demand ever since the violence broke out in Manipur on May 3rd that Chief Minister N. Biren Singh should step down. He should pave way for talks, and in order to facilitate the talks between the two communities, Chief Minister N. Biren Singh must step down. There was a growing demand in this regard, and in fact, several BJP legislators were also demanding a change of guard. There was open dissidence within the BJP legislators in regards to the Chief Minister's position and the Chief Minister's stand on the entire Manipur ethnic crisis that has been on since May 3rd, 2023, and it has been at least 22 months now that the state is on the edge. And amidst all the speculation, putting all the speculations to rest now, finally, Chief Minister N. Biren Singh has tendered his resignation. In his resignation, interestingly, Chief Minister N. Biren Singh has highlighted several aspects of developmental works that have been going on in the state, and also the border fencing. He appealed the center to keep the border fencing work ongoing at a war footing. He appealed that the integrity of Manipur should not be compromised at any cost. These are the issues that the outgoing Chief Minister N. Biren Singh has highlighted in his resignation letter to the governor. However, not a single word has been mentioned regarding the law and order situation and the ethnic crisis that continues in the state of Manipur for the last close to 2 years now, and this resignation has now put to rest all the speculations regarding whether N. Biren Singh will be stepping down or not. Now we are getting to know that after the Chief Minister's resignation, Manipur Assembly session has been called off, and the Assembly has entered into a suspended animation, and in all likelihood, the BJP legislators who are also in Delhi have been already summoned to Imphal. They will be reaching either tonight or tomorrow morning, and thereafter the BJP leadership will meet to discuss on the next move, who will be the next phase as far as the Chief Minister said in the state of Manipur is concerned, and who is that particular MLA, legislator or minister who can shoulder the responsibility of taking the state forward at this juncture when the state has been on the edge for close to 2 years.
Right. Thanks for joining us on the broadcast and getting us those updates. For now, viewers, it's time to shift focus to the national capital with the Bharatiya Janata Party making a grand comeback in Delhi. Speculation is rife about the party's choice for the chief ministerial post. The sources said the Saffron Party will soon call a formal meeting to discuss the probable names. The sources said BJP's giant slayer, Parvesh Verma, who defeated former Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal from the New Delhi constituency, is leading in the CM race. Meanwhile, Atishi also met Lieutenant Governor V.K. Saxena today and handed over her resignation. The Lieutenant Governor V.K. Saxena also dissolved the 7th Legislative Assembly of the national capital after being given the resignation by former Chief Minister Atishi. Listen into all the political reactions that are pouring in.
अभी तो इस पे एनालिसिस चल रहा है कि क्यों आम आदमी पार्टी की डिफीट हुई, लेकिन दिल्ली की जनता का जनादेश है, जनादेश का हम सम्मान करते हैं। लेकिन ये भी सच्चाई है कि जितनी गुंडागर्दी से ये चुनाव हुआ, दिल्ली के इतिहास में ऐसा चुनाव कभी नहीं हुआ होगा। जहाँ खुलेआम पैसा बट रहा है, खुलेआम दारू बट रही है, पुलिस वाले बंटवा रहे हैं, गुंडागर्दी हो रही है, जो गुंडागर्दी की शिकायत कर रहा है उसको जेल में डाल दिया जा रहा है। तो दिल्ली ने आज तक, और ये आम आदमी पार्टी नहीं कह रही है, ये दिल्ली के लोग कह रहे हैं, तो ये तो बिल्कुल साफ है कि इसमें गुंडागर्दी की एक भूमिका रही, प्रशासन की भागीदारी की एक भूमिका रही। लेकिन हम दिल्ली की जनता का जनादेश स्वीकार करते हैं और एक कंस्ट्रक्टिव ऑपोजिशन की भूमिका निभाएंगे। भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने जो वादे किए हैं वो सारे वादे आम आदमी पार्टी पूरे करवाएगी।
प्रत्याशियों से बात की, वो जो चुनाव नहीं जीत पाए किसी भी कारण से, उन्होंने उनका हौसला बढ़ाया और सब लोगों ने बहुत अच्छे से चुनाव लड़ा। एक ऐसे समय में जब पूरी की पूरी मशीनरी, पैसा, शराब, इस सब का खुला खेल चल रहा था, इसके दुरुपयोग का खुला खेल चल रहा था, चुनाव आयोग के नियमों की, चुनाव आचार संहिता की खुलेआम धज्जियां उड़ाई जा रही थी, उस सब के बीच इन कैंडिडेट्स ने बहुत शानदार चुनाव लड़ा। ये अपने आप में एक बहुत बड़ा काम था जिसको सब लोगों ने मिलकर लड़ा, कार्यकर्ताओं ने मिलकर लड़ा। अभी अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने सबसे बात की, सबके हौसले अभी बुलंद हैं और आगे की चर्चा की कि किस तरह से अब जिस इलाके से चुनाव लड़ा है उस इलाके में जनता की सेवा करनी है, जनता के बीच रहना है और वहाँ से जो बीजेपी के लोग जीते हैं वो भले ही लोगों के लिए काम करें ना करें, लेकिन उन्हें, हमारे कैंडिडेट्स को उनके बीच रहना है, जनता की सेवा करनी है।
बहुत बदलाव मिलेगा। दिल्ली की जनता ने एक बहुत अच्छा फैसला लिया है। दिल्ली की जनता ने आपदा की सरकार को बाहर किया है। 12 साल तक जिन्होंने लूटा और कूटा और दिल्ली को बर्बाद किया, मैं मानता हूं कि अरविंद केजरीवाल ने जिस तरह से अब्दाली से दोनों हाथों से दिल्ली को लूटा था, अरविंद केजरीवाल जी का मकसद दिल्ली को लूटना था, पैसा इकट्ठा करना था। हजारों करोड़ों ने इकट्ठा किया। अभी कैग की रिपोर्ट सामने आएगी तो पता चलेगा। तो अब दिल्ली के लोग बदलाव चाहते हैं और दिल्ली के लोग गंदे पानी से, गंदी हवा से, गंदी यमुना जी से छुटकारा चाहते हैं। दिल्ली के लोग टूटी सड़कों से छुटकारा चाहते हैं और गंदगी वाली सड़कों से छुटकारा चाहते हैं।
बिल्कुल, अरविंद केजरीवाल ने कहा था कि हम दिल्ली को लंदन, पेरिस बना देंगे, लेकिन वो बना नहीं पाए। अब मौका दिल्ली के लोगों ने आपको दिया है, क्या ये बदलाव देखने को मिलेगा?
बिल्कुल मिलेगा। अब आप देखेंगे, और पहली बात, गुड़गांव आगे निकल गया, गाज़ियाबाद और मेरठ भी आगे निकल गया दिल्ली से। क्यों? वहाँ मोदी जी की सरकार है। अब दिल्ली सबसे आगे निकलेगा। दिल्ली के अंदर शुद्ध हवा होगी, शुद्ध पानी होगा, साफ यमुना जी होंगी, नई सड़कें होंगी और गगन चुंबती इमारतें होंगी। अब आप दिल्ली में बदलाव देखिए कितनी तेजी से आएगा।
मैं निश्चित रूप से मुस्तफाबाद का नाम इसलिए भी बदलना चाह रहा हूँ क्योंकि लोग यहाँ आना पसंद नहीं करते। जब मुस्तफा के बाद नाम से मुझे कोई एलर्जी नहीं है, जब लोगों का आना जाना होता है, मुस्तफाबाद का नाम आ जाता है, लोग वहाँ चाहे वो गाड़ी से आना वाला हो, टैक्सी से आने वाला हो, स्कूटर से आने वाला हो, वो आने से बाहर ही मना कर देता है। निश्चित रूप से जब आबादी 58% आप लोगों के आधार पर कही जा रही है तो उसका नाम आखिर शिव बिहार या शिवपुरी क्यों नहीं? इस बार 2026 के परिश्रम में मैं उसका निश्चित रूप से नाम बदलूंगा, ये मैं आपको विश्वास दिलाऊंगा।
एकदम हम तो यात्रा निकाल रहे थे तो उन्होंने पीछे से अटैक किया। मेरी जिप्सी पे भी शीशा ऐसा टूट गया था उसका और साथ में पथराव किया, लेकिन मेरी चारों तरफ तो लोग खड़े थे, एक आधे को पत्थर लगा, लेकिन एकदम अटैक हुआ, अचानक अटैक हुआ। तो हमने पुलिस को, कमिश्नर साहब को लिख के भेज दिया।
आपको कहीं पे चोट आई है?
नहीं, मेरे हाथ में यहाँ पर हल्की, देख रहे ना।
आपको डायरेक्टली पत्थर लगा था?
हाँ, डायरेक्टली पत्थर, ये जो सूझ रहा है ना, ये वही का था।
अच्छा,
तो
मुझे
मतलब कि प्रजातंत्र में जो मनीष सिसोदिया ने वर्डिंग की मेरे बारे में, केजरीवाल ने की, ये उनको नहीं शोभा देती थी कि एक गुंडा विधायक खड़ा हुआ है यहाँ पर। हर जगह यही बात कही उन्होंने, लेकिन लोगों ने बता दिया और उनकी पूरी टीम वहाँ पर लगी हुई थी।
मुझे बताइए, ये जो घटना हुई, क्या इसमें मनीष सिसोदिया भी सम्मिलित हैं? क्या ये जानबूझ कर कराया गया?
मेरे को लगता है जानबूझ के ही कराया गया, क्योंकि बुखला गए थे। इतनी हार उनको मतलब बर्दाश्त नहीं हुई, क्योंकि हार जो बड़ी हार उनकी गिनी गई, क्योंकि 2 ही चेहरे थे दिल्ली में, तीसरी तो रबर्ट स्टैंप है। ये तो मेरे को मनीष सिसोदिया मिला था 13वीं पे किसी के, मैंने कहा तेरे को भी ज़रूरत पड़ रही है केजरीवाल की, मान की, तेरे को भी ज़रूरत पड़ रही है, तू तो डिप्टी सीएम रहा है, तेरे को संजय सिंह की आज ज़रूरत पड़ रही है, क्योंकि संजय सिंह एक जुग्गी घूमा। मैंने कहा फिर आपकी क्या है, आपने कुछ नहीं किया।
A day after the AAP suffered a proper trouncing in the national capital, knives were out in the party as outspoken Rajya Sabha MP Swati Maliwal questioned the celebratory roadshow by former Chief Minister Atishi. There were curious questions as well on AAP heavyweight Raghav Chadha, who was conspicuous by his absence on the counting day and after. Take a look at this report.
Look closely at these visuals. Atishi is all smiles as she shakes a leg at a roadshow to celebrate her win from the prestigious Kalkaji Assembly seat. The celebratory roadshow came while the AAP was still picking up the pieces from its heavy defeat after a decade of rule in the national capital. The celebrations drew frowns from many within the party. Speaking to media persons, Rebel AAP MP Swati Maliwal questioned Atishi's grand roadshow instead of introspecting on a party's loss in the capital. Not mincing words, Maliwal said the former Chief Minister should be ashamed celebrating a win while several other top AAP leaders, including Party Chief Arvind Kejriwal, bit the dust.
मेरे हिसाब से आतिशी मार्लेना जी को शर्म आनी चाहिए। पूरी की पूरी पार्टी बुरी तरीके से हार गई है। सिर्फ 22 सीटें आई हैं और अरविंद केजरीवाल जी, मनीष सिसोदिया जी, सारे के सारे दिग्गज लीडर्स हार चुके हैं। ऐसे में आतिशी मार्लेना जी ने ना सिर्फ इस हार के बाद एक रोड शो निकाला सेलिब्रेट करने के लिए, उन्होंने उस रोड शो में डांस भी करा। तो ये विजुअल्स बहुत चौंका देने वाले हैं। और आतिशी जी क्या सेलिब्रेट करना चाह रही है? पूरी की पूरी पार्टी की इतनी बुरी तरीके से हार को वो सेलिब्रेट करना चाह रही है। तो मुझे लगता है आतिशी जी को शर्म आनी चाहिए।
Earlier, AAP heavyweight Raghav Chadda's absence from Delhi was one of the top trending topics on social media. According to reports, while the votes were still being counted, Chadda, along with his actor wife Pariniti Chopra, left for a wedding ceremony, possibly sensing doom. As the AAP faces a moment of reckoning after losing the turf where it was born, are the leaders running away from accountability?
Two security personnel killed in action and 31 Maoists killed in an encounter in a deep forest in Chhattisgarh's Bijapur district today. Tracking this and a lot more for you right after this short break. Stay tuned to Republic TV.
दिल्ली की जनता का बहुत आशीर्वाद मिल रहा था, नई दिल्ली के मतदाताओं को बहुत आशीर्वाद मिल रहा था। मैं सभी का बहुत बहुत हृदय से आभार व्यक्त करता हूं। हमारे पार्टी के कार्यकर्ताओं का, जिन्होंने जी जान से मेहनत करी है, सभी का बहुत बहुत आभार। और ये जीत का श्रेय हमारे देश के प्रधानमंत्री आदरणीय
Amid continuing concerns around the alleged cover-up in the RG Kar rape and murder case, Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh Chief Mohan Bhagwat met with the parents of Abhaya in Kolkata, assuring all efforts to bring the real culprits to justice. Sharing details of his meeting with the Sangh Chief, Abhaya's father said Bhagwat assured that he will personally look into the matter. Meanwhile, a silent mega march was taken out in Kolkata on Abhaya's birth anniversary today as part of the continuing crusade for justice. Take a look at this report to know what unfolded.
Determined to carry forward their fight for justice, the parents of RG Kar rape and murder victim met Sangh Chief Mohan Bhagwat. According to sources, the meeting took place during the Sangh Chief's visit to Kolkata. Sharing details of the meeting, Abhaya's father said that Mohan Bhagwat gave them a patient hearing and assured justice. Abhaya's father has said that Bhagwat told him that while he wasn't aware of the depths and details of the case, he would personally ensure that the real culprits are brought to justice. During the meeting, Abhaya's parents handed the Sangh Chief a letter listing out the names of other key suspects in the case.
हम सुबह 11 बजे उनके पास पहुंचा और उनको साथ आधा घंटा मीटिंग हुआ और उन्होंने बोला जो हम सब थोड़ा थोड़ा जानता है, लेकिन इसका अंदर में क्या है हमको तो मालूम नहीं था और हम कभी सोचा भी नहीं था। अब देखेंगे आपको कैसे न्याय मिले, हम कोशिश करेंगे आपको न्याय दिलाने के लिए।
आपको लिखित दिया है उसको
एक खत दिया है और जो जिसका ऊपर हमारा क्या बोलूं, जिसको हम संदेह की नजरिए में देखते हैं उसको नाम का एक लिस्ट भी उनको दिया है।
Abhaya's father says that he has sought appointments with President Draupadi Murmu, Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Union Home Minister Amit Shah, but was yet to receive any response. Earlier, public fury spilled out onto the streets after the lone convict in the RG Kar case, Sanjoy Roy, was handed a life term. Abhaya's parents, who had been pushing for death penalty, refused to accept the court's order of compensation and vowed to carry on the fight for justice. Meanwhile, a silent march was taken out in Kolkata's College Street on Abhaya's first birth anniversary. Members of the civil society matched steps to press for justice and closure in the RG Kar case. In a somber marking of Abhaya's birthday, a framed hand-painted image of the RG Kar victim was put up at the hospital premises and floral tributes were laid.
So today is Abhaya's birthday. So 9th August, the heinous crime happened here, and I am standing here at RG Kar. You can see the emergency building right next to me, where the heinous crime, the dreadful night of RG Kar happened at this building. And since then, the Abhaya Manch has been protesting from here. The Abhaya Manch has been protesting from this place exactly, where they have been seeking for justice. And it has been 6 months now. It has been 6 months now that no protest has actually got an answer to justice.
While the other key conspirators in the RG Kar case continue to be out in the wind, Abhaya's parents are not giving up the fight.
After months of unrest and violence in Manipur, Chief Minister N. Biren Singh tenders resignation ahead of motion of trust call. Getting you this and a lot more right after this short break. Stay tuned to Republic TV.
a taste of success.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 not-for-profit private university for 11th year, with top 10 ranked institutions in management, engineering, biotech, law, mass comm, telecom, hospitality, fashion and more. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
What do you think happens if AAP reverses the exit poll predictions and retains power in Delhi?
That looks very impossible, because so many people can't be wrong in all these exit polls and all that, and I don't want to even think about it and talk about it, to be very honest, because I think it's quite obvious now, because we can't be fooling around ourselves by even thinking such things now, because it's clear win is coming to BJP.
So what difference does it make to BJP to make a comeback in Delhi? What's going to be the main difference?
For BJP, I think it's a capital of India which is getting ruined, sorry to say, but it's really become very worse, untidy, and because in two parties conflicts and all that, city has really suffered, and I'm sure it will come back, and we need to have a good capital for our nation for sure, and not to have these kind of slums and which are growing. And to be very honest, I shifted from Delhi to Gurgaon because of this mess.
If BJP comes to power, what difference does it make for the common people? What would change for them?
See, it is always good to have a party with a vision and a party who's ready to work on ground. Okay, so it will anyway make a change if the party has a good intention to work for people and people have voted them. But yeah, I mean, and as I said, it's a capital of the nation, and if they really, I think they have to work, because otherwise our international image is also going down if your capital is not, if you see the China's capital and where we are, where they are, I think we are going behind, and actually we are much behind than Sheila Dikshit's time also now.
What happens to Kejriwal's national ambitions if he loses Delhi?
I think it's good to have ambition, but then you have to be honest to your ambition also, right?
This is Republic Niva Bupa Health Insurance Studio, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news and updates. I'm Deepak Suresh Kumar. Let's get started.
इसको घर पे लगाओगे तो शादी का तो पता नहीं, पर घर पक्का नहीं टूटेगा।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रुंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड।
पहाड़ों में एक हाइकिंग स्टिक भी बन सकती है।
मैं सभी दिल्ली वासियों को बहुत बहुत बधाई देता हूं और मैं हृदय से धन्यवाद करता हूं कि उन्होंने इतनी अपार जीत हमें दी है और इतने लंबे समय के बाद में यहां पर भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार बनी है। सबसे खुशी की बात यह है कि जो दिल्ली में सरकार बनेगी वो प्रधानमंत्री जी के साथ में चलकर काम कर पाएगी। हमें उनका 10 साल से साथ नहीं मिल पा रहा था, दिल्ली में कोई काम नहीं हो पा रहा था, मगर ये जो सरकार बन रही है दिल्ली में, ये प्रधानमंत्री जी के विजन को दिल्ली में लेके आएगी। तो मैं प्रधानमंत्री जी का धन्यवाद करता हूं कि उन्होंने अपना समय दिया और मैं ये जीत का श्रेय प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी को देता हूं। कौन होगा अब मुख्यमंत्री? भरोसा था। मैं दिल्ली की जनता का बहुत बहुत एक बार फिर से धन्यवाद करता हूं और ये जीत, ये प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी की जीत है, ये सभी दिल्ली वासियों की जीत है। मैं ये जीत का श्रेय प्रधानमंत्री जी को देता हूं और दिल्ली वासियों को देता हूँ।
From Asia's largest news headquarters, setting the agenda for Bharat. You're watching Republic.
A very warm welcome, viewers. You're watching Republic TV and I am Rakshita Mishra with you. The biggest story that we're tracking at this hour is the resignation of Biren Singh that has come up nearly after 2 years of the violence that broke out in Manipur. We'll get you more on that first up the headlines. After months of unrest and violence in Manipur, Chief Minister Biren Singh tenders his resignation ahead of a motion of trust call. Big admission by Punjab Congress Party claims 30 Aam Aadmi Party MLAs in touch with top leadership after Delhi debacle. Elections done, results out. No announcement yet on the Chief Minister phase. BJP to hold formal meetings to discuss the probables. It's the biggest crackdown against red terror. 31 Maoists neutralized in an encounter in Chhattisgarh's Bijapur district. 2 Jawans martyred. Kolkata observes silent protest march in remembrance of RG Kaur victim Abhaya. Parents wait for justice. Now, Manipur Chief Minister Biren Singh has resigned to quell the dissidents in the state BJP unit against his leadership as his government faces the possibility of a no-confidence motion and a floor test. The Chief Minister handed his resignation to the governor this evening, while the BJP has the numbers despite the withdrawal of support by ally Conrad Sangma's National People's Party. There was a possibility that the MLAs who sought a change in leadership in the state would have disregarded a party whip in case of a floor test. To avert that possibility, the Chief Minister stepped down after consulting with the central leadership. He was in National Capital earlier today, meeting Amit Shah. And viewers, we have our colleague Aniruddha joining us live on the broadcast for more. Aniruddha, well, it's a big development. After nearly 2 years of the violence that broke out in Manipur, we see Biren Singh stepping down. But what really happens next?
Yes, Rakshita, Chief Minister Biren Singh's stepping down from the chair has put a lot of speculations to rest as far as the state of affairs in the state of Manipur is concerned, because if he had not stepped down, tomorrow he might have faced a confidence motion moved by the Manipur Congress Party in the assembly, and as many MLAs, many legislators from the BJP who are not happy with Chief Minister Biren Singh were camping in New Delhi for last at least 1 month. They, in all likelihood, they would have not supported the incumbent Chief Minister in the House when the floor test was moved. The confidence motion was moved by the Congress Party, and looking at all these possibilities, and Biren Singh was summoned to New Delhi yesterday by Union Home Minister, and today early morning he met with Union Home Minister. And after deliberation...
stay on with us. In fact, we have a breaking news coming in. Aniruddha, we'll just go across to you once again. The latest update we have right now, viewers, is that there's heavy deployment of security forces across Imphal as we speak. Security has been beefed up at all the important government offices in Imphal. That's the capital city of Manipur, viewers. That's the big breaking news we have right now. For more on this, Aniruddha continues to be with us. Aniruddha, security beefed up, tightened across all the government offices in Imphal.
Yes, Rakshita. Earlier also on one account way back in the year 2023 when Chief Minister N. Biren Singh announced that he will be stepping down. At that point we saw how thousands of women, Mera Paibis and other activists from Arambai Tengol as well as other civil society organizations went to the Chief Minister's residence and blocked the way from the Chief Minister's residence to the Raj Bhavan so that Biren Singh cannot move out of his residence and tender the resignation. Keeping all this in view, the security apparatus have beefed up, the security apparatus have been beefed up by the security agencies involved in Manipur, and we are getting to know that all the important roads which goes to the Raj Bhavan, the Secretariat, the Chief Minister's residence, all these roads have been diverted, and heavy presence of security forces is visible in all key government offices, including the assembly premises, the Secretariat, the Chief Minister's residence, the police headquarters, everywhere in and around Imphal, security has been beefed up to avoid any untoward situation or any protest that might trigger as a result of Chief Minister N. Biren Singh stepping down.
Very quickly before I let you go, Aniruddha, just help us understand there are two possibilities. Which of them are more likely? A president's rule, is it imminent, or is it quickly selection, BJP quickly selecting a new chief minister, if at all, whose name is coming up?
Yes, Rakshita, we are getting to know that there is very less likelihood of a president rule being imposed in Manipur, and in all likelihood the BJP leadership, which is already having a deliberation at the residence, Chief Minister's residence now, including BJP's Manipur and Northeast insert Sambit Patra, who is also very much in Imphal. They are deliberating upon the possible names of who will be the next face as far as the Chief Minister share is concerned. And from sources we are getting to know that in the last 2 to 3 months, Union Home Minister N. Biren Singh, as well as the top BJP, Union Home Minister Amit Shah, as well as the top BJP leadership had also met with several prominent ministers from the N. Biren Singh cabinet, and also Saityabrata Singh, the Speaker of the Manipur Legislative Assembly, was also called in by Union Home Minister N. Biren Singh, Union Home Minister Amit Shah to discuss on the possibilities. And there are 2-3 names which are actually coming up as far as the next Chief Minister of Manipur is concerned. Govindas Kantozam's name is there, Saityabrata Singh's name is there, and also we are hearing that there are a certain lobby which is also backing Y. Kamchan as the Chief Minister. But yes, only tomorrow afternoon all these doubts will be clear as who will be the next Chief Minister.
Right. Thanks so much for those details coming in, and inside details also coming in as to what to expect next in Manipur after Biren Singh's resignation. Thanks so much, Aniruddha, for joining us with all that input. And now, viewers, amid continuing concerns around the alleged cover-up in the RG Kaur rape and murder case, Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh, the RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat, met the parents of Abhaya in Kolkata, assuring all efforts to bring the real culprits to justice. Sharing details of his meeting with the Sangh chief, Abhaya's father said that Mohan Bhagwat assured he would personally look into the matter. Meanwhile, a silent march was taken out today in Kolkata on Abhaya's birth anniversary as part of the continuing fight for justice. Here's a report.
Determined to carry forward their fight for justice, the parents of RG Kaur rape and murder victim met Sangh chief Mohan Bhagwat. According to sources, the meeting took place during the Sangh chief's visit to Kolkata. Sharing details of the meeting, Abhaya's father said that Mohan Bhagwat gave them a patient hearing and assured justice. Abhaya's father has said that Bhagwat told him that while he wasn't aware of the depths and details of the case, he would personally ensure that the real culprits are brought to justice. During the meeting, Abhaya's parents handed the Sangh chief a letter listing out the names of other key suspects in the case.
हम सुबह 11 बजे उनके पास पूछा और उनको साथ आधा घंटा मीटिंग हुआ और उन्होंने बोला कि हम सब थोड़ा जानता है, लेकिन इसका अंदर में क्या है हमको तो मालूम नहीं था और हम कभी सोचा भी नहीं था। अब देखेंगे आपको कैसे न्याय मिले, हम कोशिश करेंगे आपको न्याय दिलाने के लिए।
आपको लिखित दिया है उसको
एक खत दिया है और जो जिसका ऊपर हमारा क्या बोलूं, जिसको हम संदेह की नजरिए में देखते हैं उसको नाम का एक लिस्ट भी उनको दिया है।
Abhaya's father says that he has sought appointments with President Draupadi Murmu, Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Union Home Minister Amit Shah, but was yet to receive any response. Earlier, public fury spilled out onto the streets after the lone convict in the RG Kaur case, Sanjoy Roy, was handed a life term. Abhaya's parents, who had been pushing for death penalty, refused to accept the court's order of compensation and vowed to carry on the fight for justice. Meanwhile, a silent march was taken out in Kolkata's College Street on Abhaya's first birth anniversary. Members of the civil society matched steps to press for justice and closure in the RG Kaur case. In a somber marking of Abhaya's birthday, a framed hand-painted image of the RG Kaur victim was put up at the hospital premises and floral tributes were laid.
So today is Abhaya's birthday. So 9th August, the heinous crime happened here, and I am standing here at RG Kaur. You can see the emergency building right next to me, where the heinous crime, the dreadful night of RG Kaur happened at this building. And since then, the Abhaya Manch has been protesting from here. The Abhaya Manch has been protesting from this place exactly, where they have been seeking for justice. And it has been 6 months now. It has been 6 months now that no protest has actually got an answer to justice.
While the other key conspirators in the RG Kaur case continue to be out in the wind, Abhaya's parents are not giving up the fight.
And Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar cautioned against forces seeking to amplify artificial divide based on caste, class, creed and culture, and said that it was unfortunate that people who understand the danger posed by such forces tend to ignore the threat due to narrow interests. Listen in.
Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar cautioned against forces attempting to deepen artificial divides of caste, class, creed and culture. He expressed concern that individuals who understand the dangers of such forces often overlook the threat due to narrow interests.
Imagine if the object is to secure supremacy, primacy over others, subject others to hegemony by demographic prowess, then the concern is extreme. This concern, friends, is a writing on the wall at the moment in most nations of the world. The book has come not a day too soon. The book is a beacon of guidance to such misguided souls.
The Vice President also emphasized that belief in any faith is a personal choice, adding that faith manipulated for exploitation is one of the gravest forms of human injustice. Addressing the launch of a new book, Dhankar warned against the pursuit of supremacy through demographic dominance, calling it a matter of serious concern.
But for us, for the largest democracy, as I said, home to 1/6 of humanity, with the stunning historical record of inclusivity, sinister forces with strategized inimical stance, even to the idea of Bharat, are unfortunately securing space by way of orchestrated anti-national narratives, non-organic engineered demographic variations, influx of illegal migrants in millions, and alluring conversions, to refer just to some.
The Vice President's remarks serve as a reminder to protect unity and resist divisive forces in the society.
And we have some breaking news coming in right now. Bengaluru police had stopped singer Ed Sheeran street performance today, and he was stopped by the Bengaluru police in the church street in Bengaluru because of his what they call impromptu performance, and police said there was no permission. But police, what we understand is that Ed Sheeran has now issued a statement. He has spoken out, and he says that he did have a permission, that they had the permission to play on the spot, and that it was not an unplanned gig. And those are the visuals, viewers, that went viral today. His fans were very disappointed, of course. He's a popular singer. And what we understand is that the police stopped and unplugged his mic mid-performance, in the middle of his performance. Take a listen and view this.
Last night you were in another room. Now my bed sheets smell like you.
Newsroom from Bengaluru. My colleague Sri Lakshmi joins us. Sri Lakshmi, now what we understand is that that Ed Sheeran is saying that he very much had permission, but then why was he stopped? He has not given any reason for that, or any side of his as far as the action was taken against him.
But Rakshita, just now Republic Canada spoke to police forces over here, and they confirmed that no written permission was taken. They have also said that a few people from Ed Sheeran's team approached DCP's office for the permission. Orally they asked, but no written request for the permission was given, since police had not issued any permission and permission was not granted. So for that reason only, and Church Street is a sensitive area, so for that reason only police are saying that they stopped the song in between. But as I have already said, in Bengaluru, Ed Sheeran has already got a huge fan base, and fans are angry by the action of police. This could have been managed in much better way. That's what fans are saying. We being a country which says Athithi Devo Bhava, police could have managed this in a much better way. It shows that there is some confusion, on part of police or on part of event managers as well. So, since it is Sunday, police officers are not giving any official bite, but by tomorrow we may get more clarity on this, Rakshita.
Thank you so much, Sri Lakshmi, for joining us with those details coming in on that story, viewers. So Ed Sheeran has finally spoken out to say that he did get the permission, as opposed to the reports doing the rounds. Police, of course, say there was no written permission. But right now, viewers, we sit in a very, very short break, but we'll get you the latest coming in from Chhattisgarh. It's one of the biggest encounters against the Maoists. 2 security personnel laid down their lives. 31 Maoists were killed in an encounter in Chhattisgarh's Bijapur district in the deep forest today.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 not-for-profit private university for 11th year, with top 10 ranked institutions in management, engineering, biotech, law, mass comm, telecom, hospitality, fashion and more. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
The results in Delhi are out, and Arvind Kejriwal, this is from me to you. You know me, you don't meet me anymore, you don't give me interviews, you want PR journalism to be done, you tell your party spokespersons to attack and even blackmail media houses who don't agree with you, you boycott media houses when they ask you tough questions, so you've become an inaccessible, typical politician and a politician who's lost today. So this is from me to you. Remember, Arvind, when you first came on television, it was on my programs. I had exposed many cases of corruption and scams against the Congress government. You're now partners. And at that point of time, you used to come. People will remember this video when you said that you would never join politics. I didn't completely believe you. But in a few months later, when you came to my studios, you and I did a chat. At that time, you said you swear upon your children, your family members, you'll not join politics. Frankly, Arvind, I'm telling you today, I found you fake. There was something not authentic about you. You were acting. You were putting up an act. And it was clear to me. Unfortunately, it was not clear for the people of Delhi. 2013, you entered electoral politics, and by 2015, the people of Delhi gave you 67 seats out of 70, and you became the chief minister. The problem is, Arvind, from 2015 to 2025, you forgot your true purpose. You said you would be an activist. Today, your whole political life is a story of dangerous contradictions. First you said, I will not join politics, then you joined politics. Then you said you will not take security, you took security. You said you would move around in a Wagon-R car, you have a luxury fleet around you right now, SUVs. You said I would never take a government bungalow, then you built yourself a 100 crore Sheesh Mahal, which is so embarrassing. It looks like Mar-a-Lago. Even Trump does not have a palace like that. Then you fooled the people. You said you'll be a party of technocrats. You said I am an IITian. We are a party of the educated. But today, you are a partner of people like Tahir Hussain and Amanatullah Khan. And the irony is they are doing better than you. You said that you would create an anti-corruption ecosystem. Today, when there are investigations against your corruption, you're the first person to protect yourself by blocking the ED, CBI, Anti-Corruption Bureau. You said as soon as an allegation is made against a politician, they should resign. Then you went to jail. You refused to resign. And you know the irony, Arvind? You made Manish Sisodia resign. But you held on to your chair. Absolutely. So you created two rules within your own party. One for Manish Sisodia and the others, and one for yourself. Then you said you are against...
After winning a decisive mandate in the capital, the BJP has got busy with government formation. BJP's Delhi chief Biren Singh has written to the Lieutenant Governor VK Saxena seeking time to visit him along with their 48 elected MLAs from the party. Earlier today, BJP National President JP Nadda called on Home Minister Amit Shah at his residence. The meeting went down even as Atishi arrived at LG's official residence to tender her resignation as the chief minister. Take a look at this report.
Back in the helm in the national capital, riding a resounding mandate, the BJP has opened hectic parleys for government formation. After the fireworks and the exchange of sweets, the BJP shifted focus to forming the next government. The BJP's Delhi chief Biren Singh wrote to Lieutenant Governor VK Saxena seeking time for a visit with all elected party MLAs. The BJP is likely to stake claim to form the government at the meeting with the governor. Earlier in the day, BJP National President JP Nadda arrived at the residence of Union Home Minister Amit Shah to discuss government formation. Meanwhile, several names did the rounds as probable contenders for the Chief Minister. Amid speculations, giant slayer Parvesh Verma, the opposition leader in the previous Delhi Assembly, Vijayendra Gupta and Sachdeva are being seen as front-runners for Chief Minister. Former Minister Kailash Gehlot, who retained his assembly seat despite switching sides, also met the LG at Raj Niwas today. Amid the buzz of activities in the BJP, Atishi submitted her resignation as Chief Minister to the LG, paving the way for the coming of the new government. As the hectic meetings and visits continue, it remains to be seen who takes over as the New Delhi Chief Minister.
ये नया नया पार्टी था, लोगों ने विश्वास किया। आगे चलकर शराब की बात, शराब के दुकान निकालना, शराब के बिक्री के दुकान बढ़ाना, पैसा सामने आ गया और उसमें से वो उनका इमेज खत्म हो गया। चुनाव लड़ते समय उम्मीदवार का आचार शुद्ध होना, विचार शुद्ध होना, निष्कलंक होना, जीवन में त्याग होना और अपमान पीने की शक्ति होना, ये गुण अगर उम्मीदवार में है तो मतदारों को विश्वास आता है ये हमारे लिए कुछ करने वाला है। मैं बार बार बताते गया, लेकिन उनके दिमाग में नहीं आया और आखिर शराब के बारे में उन्होंने एक मुद्दा उठाया कि शराब की दुकान, उसमें शराब की बात क्यों आ गई? पैसा, धन और दौलत इसमें बह गया। ये शराब के कारण वो बदनाम हो गया। इसके कारण लोगों को भी एक मौका मिला कि ये चारित्र के बारे में बोलता है और दूसरे बारे में शराब की बात बता। मैं पहले से बताया है, आचार को शुद्ध रखो, विचार को शुद्ध रखो, उनके दिमाग में नहीं रहा और उसके कारण आज वो इलेक्शन में हार गए, कम वोटिंग है। राजनीति में आरोप प्रत्यारोप होते रहते हैं, लेकिन जब आरोप होते हैं तो ये आरोप कैसे गलत है वो जनता को दिखाना जरूरी है कि ये मेरे ऊपर जो आरोप हुआ ये गलत है। ये साबित करना पड़ता है। जो साबित होगा तो कोई नहीं बिगड़ सकता है। और सच हमेशा सच होता है, झूठा हमेशा झूठ होता है। तो सच के मार्ग से जा।
Hello and a very warm welcome. You're watching Republic TV. I'm Gesu Bhardwaj, and N. Biren Singh has tendered his resignation as the Chief Minister of Manipur. Tracking that and a lot more for you, but first a quick check on the headlines. After months of unrest and violence in Manipur, Chief Minister N. Biren Singh tenders resignation ahead of motion of trust call. Big admission by Punjab Congress. Party claims 30 AAP MLAs in touch with top leadership after Delhi debacle. Elections done, results out. No announcement yet on chief ministerial face. BJP to hold formal meeting to discuss probables. It's the biggest crackdown against Red Terror. 31 Maoists neutralized in an encounter in Chhattisgarh's Bijapur district. 2 Jawans killed in action. Kolkata observes silent protest march in remembrance of RG car victim Abhaya. Parents say justice is still awaited. Home Minister Amit Shah has reacted on the Bijapur encounter. The Home Minister has said in the direction of making India Naxal-free, the security forces have achieved a big success in Bijapur in Chhattisgarh. In this operation, 31 Maoists were killed and a huge amount of arms and explosives were also recovered. Today, we have also lost 2 of our brave soldiers in the effort to end the anti-human Naxalism. This country will always be indebted to these heroes. I express my heartfelt condolences to the families of the martyred soldiers. I also reiterate my resolve that before the 31st of March 2026, we will completely eradicate Naxalism from the country so that no citizen of the country has to lose his life due to Naxalism. Those are the words by Home Minister Amit Shah. Listen in to what he had to say.
जिला बीजापुर के नेशनल पार्क इलाका में प्रतिबंधित एवं गैरकानूनी सीपी माओवादी संगठन की नेशनल पार्क एरिया कमेटी तथा तेलंगाना स्टेट कमेटी के माओवादी कैडर्स की उपस्थिति का सूचना के आधार पर बीजापुर डीआरजी बस्तर फाइटर एसटीएफ की संयुक्त बल अभियान के लिए रवाना किए गए थे। अभियान के दौरान आज दिनांक 9 फरवरी को प्रातः 8 बजे से अनेक बार माओवादी एवं सुरक्षा बल के बीच में मुठभेड़ हुई। मुठभेड़ के पश्चात इलाके के सर्चिंग में अब तक कुल 31 माओवादियों का डेड बॉडी रिकवर की गए थे। सभी माओवादियों का शिनाख्ती की कार्रवाई की जा रही है और इस मुठभेड़ में हमारा एक डीआरजी का जवान, एक एसटीएफ का जवान का शहादत होगी। दोनों शहीद जवानों का पार्थिव शरीर को जिला मुख्यालय तक लेने के लिए व्यवस्था की जा रही है।
बीजापुर के नेशनल पार्क क्षेत्र में डीआरजी और एसटीएफ की संयुक्त टीमें नक्सल विरोधी अभियान कार्रवाई पर निकली हुई थी। इसी दौरान आज सुबह 8 बजे से लगातार एक्सचेंज ऑफ फायर हुआ। एक्सचेंज ऑफ फायर के बाद में सर्चिंग के दौरान 31 माओवादियों के शव बरामद हुए हैं। इसके साथ में AK-47 समेत कई ऑटोमेटिक हथियार बरामद किए गए हैं। मुठभेड़ के दौरान डीआरजी एवं एसटीएफ के एक जवान शहीद हो गए हैं और 2 जवानों को बुलेट इंजरी थी, जिसे चॉपर के द्वारा इवैक्यूएट किया गया है और बेहतर इलाज रायपुर में किया जा रहा है।
हमारे बीजापुर के नेशनल पार्क वाले एरिया में 650 से अधिक जवानों ने अनेक कैंपों से ऑपरेशन लॉन्च किया, अनेक दिनों का अभियान किया और उसके बाद आज 31 नक्सलियों के मारे जाने की सूचना है। ये सभी वर्दीधारी थे और AK-47 इंसाज, BGL लॉन्चर्स, ऐसे सारी चीज़ें ऑटोमेटेड बड़े सारे हथियार उनसे बरामद किए गए। इस पूरे ऑपरेशन में हमारे 2 जवानों के शहीद होने की सूचना है। साथ ही साथ 2 जवान घायल हुए हैं जिनको एयरलिफ्ट किया गया है।
Chief Minister Vishnu Deosai said that stronger measures will be in place to ensure that Chhattisgarh becomes a Maoist-free region. Listen into him.
सरकार में आए हैं तब से नक्सलवाद के साथ मजबूती के साथ लड़ाई लड़ रहे हैं और उसकी पूरे देश में तारीफ भी हो रही है और हमारे जवानों के साहस को हम सलाम करते हैं। बहुत बहादुरी के साथ नक्सलवाद के साथ लड़ रहे हैं और हमारे देश के यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी और देश के गृह मंत्री आदरणीय अमित शाह जी, उनका संकल्प है कि 31 मार्च 2026 तक इस देश से नक्सलवाद को समाप्त करना है। और आज ज़्यादा मात्रा में छत्तीसगढ़ में ही नक्सलवाद है, लेकिन मुझे पूरा विश्वास है कि जिस बहादुरी के साथ हमारे जवान लड़ रहे हैं, निश्चित रूप से हमारे माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी, माननीय गृह मंत्री जी का संकल्प पूरा होगा।
After the Aam Aadmi Party lost in the national capital, Atishi was seen celebrating over her constituency win. Now, Rebel AAP MP Swati Maliwal has spoken and she has called this an unfit attitude, claiming that after senior leaders like Kejriwal and Sisodia lost, what was Atishi celebrating for? Take a look at this.
Look closely at these visuals. Atishi is all smiles as she shakes a leg at a roadshow to celebrate her win from the prestigious Kalkaji Assembly seat. The celebratory roadshow came while the AAP was still picking up the pieces from its heavy defeat after a decade of rule in the national capital. The celebrations drew frowns from many within the party. Speaking to media persons, Rebel AAP MP Swati Maliwal questioned Atishi's grand roadshow instead of introspecting on a party's loss in the capital. Not mincing words, Maliwal said the former Chief Minister should be ashamed celebrating a win while several other top AAP leaders, including Party Chief Arvind Kejriwal, bit the dust.
मेरे हिसाब से आतिशी मार्लेना जी को शर्म आनी चाहिए। पूरी की पूरी पार्टी बुरी तरीके से हार गई है। सिर्फ 22 सीटें आई हैं और अरविंद केजरीवाल जी, मनीष सिसोदिया जी, सारे के सारे दिग्गज लीडर्स हार चुके हैं। ऐसे में आतिशी मार्लेना जी ने ना सिर्फ इस हार के बाद एक रोड शो निकाला सेलिब्रेट करने के लिए, उन्होंने उस रोड शो में डांस भी करा। तो ये विजुअल्स बहुत चौंका देने वाले हैं। और आतिशी जी क्या सेलिब्रेट करना चाह रही है? पूरी की पूरी पार्टी की इतनी बुरी तरीके से हार को वो सेलिब्रेट करना चाह रही है। तो मुझे लगता है आतिशी जी को शर्म आनी चाहिए।
Earlier, AAP heavyweight Raghav Chadda's absence from Delhi was one of the top trending topics on social media. According to reports, while the votes were still being counted, Chadda, along with his actor wife Pariniti Chopra, left for a wedding ceremony, possibly sensing doom. As the AAP faces a moment of reckoning after losing the turf where it was born, are the leaders running away from accountability?
After winning a decisive mandate in the capital, the BJP has got busy with government formation. The BJP's Delhi chief, Biren Singh, has written to Lieutenant Governor V.K. Saxena seeking time to visit him along with 48 elected MLAs from the party. Earlier today, BJP National President J.P. Nadda called on Union Home Minister Amit Shah at the latter's residence. The meeting went down even as Atishi arrived at the LG's official residence to tender her resignation as Chief Minister. Take a look at this consolidated report.
Back in the helm in the national capital, riding a resounding mandate, the BJP has opened hectic parleys for government formation. After the fireworks and the exchange of sweets, the BJP shifted focus to forming the next government. The BJP's Delhi chief Biren Singh wrote to Lieutenant Governor V.K. Saxena seeking time for a visit with all elected party MLAs. The BJP is likely to stake claim to form the government at the meeting with the governor. Earlier in the day, BJP National President J.P. Nadda arrived at the residence of Union Home Minister Amit Shah to discuss government formation. Meanwhile, several names did the rounds as probable contenders for the Chief Minister. Amid speculations, giant slayer Parvesh Verma, the opposition leader in the previous Delhi Assembly, Vijayendra Gupta and Sachdeva are being seen as front-runners for Chief Minister. Former Minister Kailash Gehlot, who retained his assembly seat despite switching sides, also met the LG at Raj Niwas today. Amid the buzz of activities in the BJP, Atishi submitted her resignation as Chief Minister to the LG, paving the way for the coming of the new government. As the hectic meetings and visits continue, it remains to be seen who takes over as the New Delhi Chief Minister.
As the anticipation over who the next Chief Minister of the national capital will be grows, it's time to shift focus and take a quick check of news from across Bharat in just 5 minutes. Take a look. A massive fire broke out in Sonmarg, destroyed 50 to 60 shops, prompting local authorities to assess the damages. Ganderbal DCP Jatin Kishore assured swift relief efforts and confirmed that a report for compensation will be submitted. The lack of a fire service in the area, highlighted by local residents and officials, led to calls for immediate action, with plans for a dedicated fire service station in the works. Chief Minister Omar Abdullah also promised aid and support for those affected by the devastating blazes. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin has accused the central government of political revenge and coercion after the state rejected the National Education Policy 2020 and the three-language policy. In a post on social media, Stalin alleged that the centre resorted to quote-unquote open blackmail by withholding 2,152 crore rupees allocated for Tamil Nadu's students and redirecting the funds to other states. He condemned the Union BJP government for punishing the state's students, calling the move an unprecedented act of political retaliation against the state of Tamil Nadu. Aero India Show 2025, one of Asia's largest aerospace and defense exhibitions, is set to take place in Bengaluru from the 10th to the 14th of February at Yelahanka Air Force Station, organized by the Ministry of Defence in collaboration with Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, Defence Research and Development Organisation and the Department of Space. The 5-day event will showcase cutting-edge aviation technology and thrilling aerial performances. The number of beneficiaries under Maharashtra's Mukhyamantri Majhi Ladki Behan Yojana has decreased from 2.46 crore to 2.41 crore in January after 5 lakh women were found ineligible for various reasons, according to a Women and Child Development Commission. Despite this, a total of 450 crore rupees has been transferred to the accounts of eligible beneficiaries between July and December 2024, and the state government has no intention of reclaiming the funds. Over 8.4 million devotees took a holy dip at the Triveni Sangam waters in Prayagraj today as part of the ongoing Mahakumbh. The Uttar Pradesh government reported that the total number of devotees who have participated in the sacred ritual have now exceeded 420 million. The Mahakumbh, which began on the 13th of January, continues to attract millions of devotees from around the world, with a grand event set to conclude on Mahashivratri, which is the 26th of February. Union Minister Dharmendra Pradhan declared that the BJP will secure victory in West Bengal's 2026 Assembly elections. Speaking at a press conference, Pradhan accused the Mamata Banerjee-led government of obstructing central projects in the state, while falsely blaming the centre for neglecting West Bengal. He also emphasised that with the BJP's vote share consistently hovering around 30 to 40% since 2019, gaining just 10% more support will be enough to unseat the current state government in West Bengal. One woman died after a fire broke out at a residential building on NIBM Road in Kondwa, Pune. Meanwhile, another was injured is undergoing treatment. Additionally, the Pune Fire Department said that the fire has now been doused off. After 26 years, the BJP is set to take oath in Delhi after the AAP's setback in the recent elections. With the AAP reeling from the loss, internal strife seems inevitable, especially in Punjab, where tensions between Delhi and state leaderships are on the rise. Punjab Congress now claims that several AAP MLAs are in touch with the party, looking to deflect following the Delhi debacle. It is a vertical split within the Aam Aadmi Party. Is it on the cards now? Take a look at this report as you get all the answers here.
Soon, a BJP government is set to take oath in Delhi. The party that came to power on the promises of corruption wipeout and development has been ousted. The stakes were high and the AAP was fighting solo. Once an ally, the Congress has emerged to be a key competitor in the state.
आप कांग्रेस को इतना सीरियसली क्यों लेते हैं? जनता ने लेना बंद कर दिया, आप पत्रकार, कुछ चंद पत्रकार उनको अभी भी सीरियसली लेते हैं।
अगर सही मायने में एक शब्द से उसको डिस्क्राइब करना हो तो उसको जिस शब्द से डिस्क्राइब किया जा सकता है वो है फर्जीवाद। क्योंकि अगर कोई फर्जीवाड़े का राजा है पूरे देश के अंदर तो वो फर्जीवाल केजरीवाल है।
Facing a hard loss, AAP is now left in government only in Punjab. In the latest, Punjab leader of opposition Pratap Singh Bajwa has predicted a vertical split in the Aam Aadmi Party following the Delhi defeat. He claims that over 30 AAP MLAs are in touch with the Congress leadership. He says that the Punjab government is already at odds with Delhi and that a split may be happening soon. Not just that, Bajwa also claims that the Delhi leaders will tighten its noose around the Maan government in a bid to take control. A battle of sorts, speculation suggests that it's now Punjab AAP versus Delhi AAP. The BJP too predicts that the Delhi loss will have ripple effects on other states.
यदि आप मुझे पूछे तो संक्षेप में मैं एक वाक्य में ये कह दूं कि आम आदमी पार्टी के प्रति दिल्ली के आम आदमी ने अपनी नाराजगी का इजहार किया है और आम आदमी ने आम आदमी पार्टी के प्रति अपनी नाराजगी इतनी बुलंद आवाज में जाहिर की है कि इसकी गूंज अब सिर्फ दिल्ली तक ही सीमित नहीं रहेगी, पंजाब में भी सुनने को मिलेगी.
Is the AAP staring at internal rebellion following the poll debacle?
Continuing with its zero-tolerance policy towards crime, the Uttar Pradesh police nabbed criminals wanted in robbery, abduction and murder cases. The arrests followed 4 separate encounters across the state. Take a look at this report that gets you all the details into the encounters.
The Yogi administration continues its relentless crackdown on crime. Determined to keep a firm grip on law and order in the state, the Uttar Pradesh police carried out 4 separate encounters across the state. Chasing criminals right down to their hideouts, the Yogi police picked up wanted criminals. The 4 encounters went down in Shamli, Firozabad, Mathura and Ghaziabad. The police targeted criminals wanted in connection with robberies, abductions and murder. In a first incident, a police team in Firozabad nabbed a wanted robbery accused identified as Rajkumar after a brief exchange of fire.
एक बाइक पर 2 व्यक्ति संदिग्ध दिखाई पड़े. पुलिस ने उनको रोकने के लिए इशारा किया. वो पुलिस को देख के भागने लगे. इसी क्रम में पुलिस ने जब उनको रोका तो उन्होंने पुलिस पार्टी पर फायर कर दिया. इस दौरान उनकी जो बाइक थी भागते समय वो गिर गई. पुलिस के द्वारा भी इसमें जवाबी फायरिंग की गई, जिसमें एक बदमाश उसके पैर में गोली लगी है.
In the second incident, Kotwali police nabbed a criminal wanted in multiple abduction cases while recovering a huge consignment of arms and ammunition.
थाना क्षेत्र कोतवाली के अंतर्गत एक 25,000 का इनामिया आरिफ नाम का बदमाश को आज पुलिस मुठभेड़ में गिरफ्तार किया गया है, यहाँ दौली पे आउट रेलवे ग्राउंड के पास से. और ये एक अपहरण का वांछित अभियुक्त था, जो कि आज मुखबिर के द्वारा सूचना प्राप्त हुई थी कि ये इस समय यहाँ पर उपस्थित है, भाग रहा है.
In a third incident, a murder accused with a bounty of 25,000 rupees on his head was taken into custody after a joint police operation in Shamli.
सोजी की टीम व SHO आदर्श मंडी ने पुलिस मुठभेड़ में तुषार को जो है गिरफ्तार किया है. तुषार के पैर में गोली लगी है.
And finally, a similar exchange of fire went down in Ghaziabad, during which the police nabbed 2 persons wanted in connection with multiple snatching and robbery cases. With the police on an overdrive to tamp down on crime, law and order remains an area of paramount focus for the Yogi government.
Prime Minister Modi is all set to arrive in France tomorrow to meet President Emmanuel Macron. In fact, a lot of other things will also be agenda of the talk between the two leaders, including bilateral relationships between India and France. In fact, a dinner will also be organized in the honor of the Prime Minister, and additionally, Prime Minister Modi will pay respects to World War martyrs during his visit to France.
There's going to be an AI Action Summit in Paris starting tomorrow. It's a major AI summit, and India would be the co-chair of this summit along with France. There would be several heads of state, heads of government and industry leaders would be present. And the significance of this visit is that India would be bringing to the table the concerns from the global south, that we would like the AI tools to be safe, to be trustworthy, to be secure, that there should not be any concentration of these tools in a particular geography or in a particular set of corporate sector, and that there should be an equitable access when it comes to AI technology being developed, capability building, and how should the governance be looking forward. And India and France, of course, have a deep strategic partnership, as you're aware. It's been there for more than 25 years. We had Prime Minister Modi as the chief guest at Bastille Day 2 years ago, and then President Macron was the chief guest at our Republic Day last year. The next year we're celebrating the Year of Innovation, and it's expected that President Macron would be there. So it's a deep strategic partnership we have, and as part of that partnership, we have built a roadmap for the next 25 years, and as part of that roadmap, of course, we have very intensive dialogues on the sweeping geopolitical changes which are happening around us, and AI as one of those major developments is a subject of discussion.
Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar on Saturday cautioned against forces seeking to amplify artificial divides based on caste, class, creed and culture. He also said it was unfortunate that people who understand the danger posed by such forces tend to ignore the threat due to narrow interests. Listen into this.
Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar cautioned against forces attempting to deepen artificial divides of caste, class, creed and culture. He expressed concern that individuals who understand the dangers of such forces often overlook the threat due to narrow interests.
Imagine if the object is to secure supremacy, primacy over others, subject others to hegemony by demographic prowess. Then the concern is extreme. This concern, friends, is a writing on the wall at the moment in most nations of the world. The book has come not a day too soon. The book is a beacon of guidance to such misguided souls.
The Vice President also emphasized that belief in any faith is a personal choice, adding that faith manipulated for exploitation is one of the gravest forms of human injustice. Addressing the launch of a new book, Dhankar warned against the pursuit of supremacy through demographic dominance, calling it a matter of serious concern.
But for us, for the largest democracy, as I said, home to 1/6 of humanity, with the stunning historical record of inclusivity, sinister forces with strategized inimical stance, even to the idea of Bharat, are unfortunately securing space by way of orchestrated anti-national narratives, non-organic engineered demographic variations, influx of illegal migrants in millions, and alluring conversions, to refer just to some.
Vice President's remarks serve as a reminder to protect unity and resist divisive forces in the society.
Air Chief Marshal AP Singh and Chief of the Army Staff General Upendra Dwivedi set the tone for the Grand Aero India 2025 by flying in the light combat aircraft Tejas here in the Yelahanka base. The performance by the top rosters was the prelude to the biannual event, which commences on Monday and will continue till the 14th of February. Listen in to General Upendra Dwivedi.
A best moment of my life, and as you are aware that Air Chief Marshal AP is my coursemate. We've been together from NDA days. I wish he had met me earlier, and I would have definitely changed my option to the Air Force. As I have told earlier also, that if I had gone to the Air Force, I would have been fighter pilot. And I must say that from today onwards, Air Chief Marshal AP is also my guru, because he made me do a lot of roles and other activities while in the sky, and I really enjoyed it. It was a great challenge and really relished it. I'm really grateful to the Indian Air Force, and I must admire the kind of a challenge the pilots of the Indian Air Force take. And it's a great synergistic approach from all of us, and I'm sure it's a good start for the Aero India 2025.
Friends, I am delighted to share with you that today
India's aerospace industry is advancing at a rapid pace. Under the visionary leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister, we have galvanized the entire defense sector, especially the aerospace sector, like never before. Today, we are not only capable of designing and developing major platforms and equipment within India, but we have also successfully established a vast supply chain within the country. Advanced platforms like LCA Tejas, LCA Prachand, and C-2295 are now being produced in India. Additionally, we have taken a firm resolve to manufacture fifth-generation fighter aircraft within the country. These achievements, which once seemed unimaginable, are now turning into reality.
As Aero India takes off tomorrow in Bengaluru, it's now time to slip into a short break, but don't go anywhere. News and updates continue on the other side.
Director, the taste of success.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 not-for-profit private university for 11th year, with top 10 ranked institutions in management, engineering, biotech, law, masscom, telecom, hospitality, fashion and more. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
Modi, 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 Modi. भारत माता की, यमुना मैया की, यमुना मैया की, यमुना मैया की। आज दिल्ली में, दिल्ली के लोगों में एक उत्साह भी है, एक सुकून भी है। उत्साह विजय का है और सुकून दिल्ली को आपदा से मुक्त कराने का है। साथियों, मैंने हर दिल्ली वासी के नाम एक पत्र भेजा और आप सबने हर परिवार में मेरा एक पत्र पहुंचाया था और मैंने दिल्ली से प्रार्थना की थी कि 21वीं सदी में भाजपा को सेवा का अवसर दीजिए, दिल्ली को विकसित भारत की
इसको घर पे लगाओगे तो शादी का तो पता नहीं, पर घर पक्का नहीं टूटेगा।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रांग नहीं। रुंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड।
पहाड़ों में एक हाइकिंग शिप भी बन सकती है।
ये आपदा वाले ये कहकर राजनीति में आए थे कि हम राजनीति बदल डालेंगे, लेकिन ये कट्टर बेईमान निकले। मैं आज वरिष्ठ महानुभाव श्रीमान अन्ना हजारे जी का बयान सुन रहा था। अन्ना हजारे जी काफी समय से इन आपदा वालों के कुकर्मों की पीड़ा झेल रहे थे। आज उन्हें भी उस पीड़ा से मुक्ति मिली होगी। साथियों, जिस पार्टी का जन्म ही भ्रष्टाचार के विरुद्ध हुए आंदोलन से हुआ हो, वही भ्रष्टाचार में लिप्त हो गई। ये देश की ऐसी पार्टी बनी जिसके मुख्यमंत्री, मंत्री भ्रष्टाचार के आरोप में जेल गए, जो खुद को ईमानदारी का सर्टिफिकेट देते थे और दूसरों को बेईमानी का मेडल देते घूमते फिरते थे, वो खुद भ्रष्टाचारी निकले। ये दिल्ली के भरोसे के साथ बहुत बड़ा धोखा था। शराब घोटाले ने दिल्ली को बदनाम किया। स्कूल और अस्पताल में हुए घोटालों ने गरीब से गरीब को परेशान किया। और ऊपर से अहंकार इतना कि जब दुनिया कोरोना से निपट रही थी तो ये आपदा वाले शीश महल बना रहे थे। इन आपदा वालों ने अपने हर घोटाले को छिपाने के लिए रोज नई नई साजिशें रची। लेकिन अब दिल्ली का जनादेश आ चुका है। मैं गारंटी दे रहा हूं, पहले विधानसभा सत्र में ही
From Asia's largest news headquarters, setting the agenda for Bharat. You're watching Republic.
Hello and good evening, friends. The fact that you're watching News Sunday shows how seriously you take what's happening around you and the country. So let's have an hour of engaging news conversation. With the big loss of Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi and with its entire top leadership wiped out, except for Atishi, rumblings have just begun. Atishi's celebration video trended all day with a suggestion that it was an expression of jubilation at her defeating a conspiracy put in place by Arvind Kejriwal to make her lose. In the end, Kejriwal himself lost and now faces an uphill task of first salvaging his political capital and then reinventing his career. Would that take him to Punjab? That's what Punjab Congress chief Pratap Singh Bajwa believes. He is also the leader of opposition in the state and spoke to me a while back. Bajwa has literally set a cat among the pigeons by saying that A, whole lot of AAP MLAs in Punjab facing uncertainty now are in touch with him, and B, that Bhagwant Mann, the chief minister, would happily rebel if Kejriwal tried to impose himself on Punjab. That leaves the AAP with more possible downside. Would the party be able to hold on to the only state that it is in power now? That's our conversation tonight at 9:30 p.m. But before that, a couple of hours back, Manipur Chief Minister Biren Singh resigned. just a day after having met Union Home Minister Amit Shah. This was a long time in coming. Not just the opposition, but even some legislators, MLAs within the BJP, particularly those of the Kuki ethnicity, had been seeking his ouster. Now that it has finally happened, would peace finally prevail in Manipur? That's what we discuss. Let me get you the headlines first. After months of unrest and violence in Manipur, Chief Minister Biren Singh tenders resignation ahead of no trust motion in Assembly. Big admission by Punjab Congress Party claims 30 AAP MLAs in touch with top leadership after the Delhi debacle. Elections done, results out, no announcement yet on Chief Minister face. BJP to hold formal meetings to discuss probables. It's the biggest crackdown against red terror. 31 Maoists neutralized in an encounter in Chhattisgarh, Bijapur district. 2 Jawans also martyred. Kolkata observes silent protest march in remembrance of Arjikar victim Abhaya. Parents say justice is still